Hello, Mark Crossfield here. This is a follow-up question from another Q&A question I did about hitting off grass and mats. Let's get stuck in. So this is a question from Dan, sent through the AskGolfGuru app. Hi Mark, great new app, thank you. Following up on a question about grass versus mats in common, I suspect with many others, work and family commitments means that trips to the course are relatively infrequent. I am, however, able to practice on a range, hitting from mats, a bit more often. My ball striking is much more consistent hitting off mats than off grass. Are there any technical things I should think about when practicing on mats which might improve my striking when hitting from turf? Cheers, Dan, sent through the app. Thanks, Dan. Good question. Yes, there is. Angle of attack, really, in my opinion. Angle of attack. So the angle the club is coming in to hit the ball. Is it hitting on the level? Is it on the way up? Or is it on the way down? So subject to what club you've got in your hands. Let's pretend we're only talking this one for, say, 7 irons from the mat. That's what you're practicing at your range. Now, for me, when I hit 7 irons off the mat and the ground, I'm focused on making sure my angle of attack is descending by 4 degrees around. Now I know what swing thought I need to employ because I've measured myself using systems. I've used K-Vest to help me with this, and I've used GC2HM2, which I use a lot. I know there's certain swing thoughts that encourage a more descending blow, and then other swing thoughts that encourage a more ascending blow. So I measure, and then I find out some swing thoughts to change those numbers. So for you guys struggling off mats, the most common one is that mats have a lot of give in them and bounce, so the club doesn't tend to dig, and there's no grass around the ball. So I see lots of people hitting the ground first, and the club still makes an okay contact with the ball, and they don't even realise they've hit the ground first. So you need to think about angle of attack, hitting down, which is about going to have a lesson with somebody who can help you if you're not already. A couple of techniques you can use, which I quite like. I do this for people who struggle to hit down. Get the ball in the middle of your stance, say with a 7 iron, and then keep your feet where it is. Just move the ball up towards your left big toe. Get the club back to the middle of your stance where it should have been. Try and hit that one. That really gets you moving your low point forwards of the ball, so it takes all the mat out before the ball. That's a great one I get working with people to help them feel that they're hitting more down and moving low point ahead of the ball. That really works. Another simple one is literally on mats. Often you leave marks. So I put 2 coins down for people, and I literally say, hit the shot, don't concentrate on the strike, just as in of the ball. I want you just to purely concentrate on the strike of the mat. So hit your shot as a reference to begin, and see what mark you leave on the mat. Now I can see my mark is pretty much under the ball to in front, so that's about where I want it to be. So then I'm going to repeat those feelings and try and repeat that physical shot. It's about identifying your strike, because on a mat, when there's no divot, people forget to look at the marks on the mat. They don't identify their strike, and then when they get out on the grass, bit of grass growing up behind the ball, they're catching that, or they are hitting the mat first when they're on the mat, which means on the grass, then they're just chunking it a little bit. You want to identify your strike pattern on the range. Is it in the right place, as in ball then turf second or ball then mat second? Because then the transition to grass will be very, very smooth. It won't be so hard. Thanks for sending the question. Hope that helps. 2 good drills there to help you. Give them a practice. Post comments down below. Let me know what you come up with. Let me know if they help you or not. I'd love to hear, and we'll speak to you all soon. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments. Love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show. Get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.